there, and welcome home. Here on Home with the Harrisons, we make content based on our many, many hobbies. For me, that tends to be cooking, like today, with a little lifestyle thrown in. And for my husband, that tends to be gaming. I join him there occasionally, with the occasional philosophy thrown in for good measure. Now, if any of that sounds interesting to you, go ahead and check out some of our older videos. You can like and subscribe if you want. We do try and put out at least one video a week, usually on Mondays. Now, today I'm going to be continuing the mini-series that I started the last time I was cooking with you. And that is recipes that are simple to memorize, have not very many ingredients, they're simple to make, and most of those ingredients you probably have in your pantry. These are recipes that I have memorized. Now, last time we made a very simple bread dough that can be used for a myriad of things. You can use it for loaf bread, you can use it for pizza dough, you can use it for breadsticks or garlic bread, or you can do what I did last time and you can make it into a beautiful focaccia. If that sounds interesting to you at all, go ahead and play catch up and go and check out that video on our channel. It is one of the most recent on our channel. Today, I am going to be making a peanut butter cookie recipe that can be made into 3 different ways. Now, it only includes 4 ingredients for the base dough: creamy peanut butter, granulated sugar, eggs, and vanilla extract. That's right, there's no flour, which makes this friendly to our fellow celiacs or people who are allergic to wheat. Now, I also have a couple of other ingredients here so that I can make the 3 different kinds of peanut butter cookies. I've got some kisses so that we can make them into those beautiful peanut butter blossoms that my dad loves around Christmas time. And I've got some chocolate chips here because that's how I like to make them when I'm sitting down for D&D with my friends and I just suddenly get that urge to make cookies, and so I gotta get up and make some cookies. Anybody else? Pretty sure that's just a me thing. Well, anyway, if you want to learn how to make some really simple peanut butter cookies that you can make from start to finish in about half an hour, keep on watching. Let's get cooking. All right, I'm back. Now, the first thing I want to do, because I want to get those cookies into the oven as quickly as I can so I can get them out as quickly as I can, is I'm going to start preheating my oven. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And there, it's preheating. I love that my oven has that as a preset. It's so easy. All right, so then we are going to start putting our ingredients together into this dough. Now, I'm going to be doubling this recipe because I'm going to be making some of each of the different kind of cookies, but the basic recipe is this: 1 cup of peanut butter. It's creamy style. I have tried it with crunchy. The texture was not right. 1 cup of granulated sugar, 1 egg, a large egg, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. That's it. 4 ingredients and you've got your simple peanut butter cookie dough. Now, I am going to start measuring things into the bowl and getting it all stirred up together. I have got my hand mixer. I find it's easier for things that are thicker, like cookie dough, where you really want to get into the crevices. I love my stand mixer, but sometimes when you're making cookie dough, the hand mixer is where it's at. Well, my oven just beeped. It's up to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and I've got all 4 of my ingredients in. You probably saw, and I think I said earlier, I'm making a double recipe, so that means I've got 2 eggs, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, 2 cups of peanut butter, and 2 cups of sugar in here. And now all of the ingredients are in, and we just have to beat it the one time. And the nice thing is we don't have to worry about overbeating because there's no flour in here, so we don't have to worry about the production of gluten. That means these cookies are always tender and never tough. Pretty nice, huh? All right, well, I'm going to mix these up and then we will get to portioning. And that dough has come together that quickly. I actually have a funny story about these and why I really appreciate that they are so simple and quick to make. I had signed up to bring 5 dozen cookies to our church's bake sale around Christmas last year. And I had completely forgotten that I had promised to do this thing until the night before. And so the day before, I'm making 5 dozen peanut butter cookies because they're the fastest ones I know how to make. They were delicious. I was almost sad to have to give them away. Okay, I've got one of my pizza pans that I'm using as a cookie pan today because that was the fastest one to grab. Now, I also have this nice little scooper doohickey. I think it's supposed to be a 1 ounce scoop. I really appreciate this. It helps me make my cookies nice and even, which makes them look a little bit more put together, professional. And I like to think that something that I'm making looks a little bit put together. It's not me, so might as well be these cookies, right? I am trying to get this full, but not over full. So if you can see that, it's nice and flat on the top. That's how you're going to ensure that you get even cookies every time. So I'm going to be doing a dozen of just the basic peanut butter cookies. I will be doing a dozen of the peanut butter blossoms. And I hope I will also be getting a dozen of the chocolate chip ones too. I think those are my husband's favorite. Actually, these don't spread a whole ton, so I might be able to get more on this tray than I am putting on right now. There we go. And we can get more cookies on the tray, right? All right, well, I'm going to continue doing this, and I will see you back here once it is all done, where I show you how I like to shape the basic peanut butter ones. Out of the way. What I am doing to get those lovely cross-hatching patterns is just using the tines of my fork to push down in one direction and then in the other. And that's how we get that traditional peanut butter cookie shape. And I'm going to continue doing this on a dozen of these cookies. Okay, and you'll see I've got about 6 more on the center that I am leaving the way they are. Those 6 are going to be peanut butter blossoms. Now, a good tip is before you have your cookies in the oven, you're going to want to have your Hershey's Kisses ready to go on those peanut butter blossoms as soon as they come out of the oven. I'm going to put these in the oven for 12 minutes. Again, that's at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, 12 minutes, and then we will remove these and put the chocolate kisses on them. All right, so they are done, or at least almost. The plain peanut butter cookies are done and they look beautiful. You see how they have just a little bit of browning on the edges? And then the ones that are mounded up in the blossom shape, I am just going to take my kisses and push them down. Alright, so we got a dozen of the plain peanut butter cookies. We've got half a dozen of those peanut butter blossoms. And so I have already put a tray together to put in the oven. Again, let me grab that. As you can see, I shaped the peanut butter chocolate chip cookies in a similar way to how I shaped the peanut butter cookies. Although with the big fat chocolate chips I used, you can't push them quite down as far. And then I still have that half a dozen of peanut butter blossoms in the middle. I used about 2/3 of a cup of peanut butter I used about 2/3 of a cup of chocolate chips in this recipe, and to about half of that dough that I had. I would say that was too many. Go ahead with half a cup of chocolate chips with that recipe of 1 cup of peanut butter, 1 cup of sugar, 1 egg, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, because 2/3 of a cup was way too many. All right, I'm gonna put these in the oven, set the timer for 12 minutes, and let's see what we get. All right, there's the oven beeping. And let me pull these out. Ooh, they look nice. Oh, they look very nice. Yes, I had a little bit more dough left than I thought I had. So the rest of those are all peanut butter chocolate chip. All right, so again, I'm just gonna push those kisses on top of those peanut butter blossoms. All right, give these a couple of minutes to set before you take them off the tray, because the peanut butter cookies need to cool. And look at how pretty these are. Ooh, I cannot wait to bring them to my parents tonight. I'm going there for dinner. Yum. Okay, well, I still have my last batch in the oven, but I wanted to show you, I did not want to show you that necessarily. I wanted to show you how pretty some of these cookies are. Grab my nice spatula. All right, these have been setting for a little while. And I'm just gonna loosen them up and get them on this pretty tray that I've got. Okay, pretty might be a stretch. It's an ancient Corelle platter that I got from my mother. I will show you how these end up looking when I am done putting all of these on here. As you see, after you let them sit for a little while, it's much easier to get them up. You just got to get a little bit of force sometimes with the chocolate chip ones, because the chocolate chips really like to stick. Broken cookie. I don't mind the broken ones, it means I get to eat them. Set that aside. made, so I get to eat it. These beautiful peanut butter blossoms. They're so simple, but they come out looking so pretty. My dad's gonna go nuts. He loves these. Though he and my mom prefer the dark chocolate kisses. I never saw anybody put the dark chocolate kisses on for the peanut butter blossoms until my mom started doing it. And they prefer that, so. But my husband prefers the milk chocolate cookies, and he did the grocery shopping this week, so that's probably why we ended up with the milk chocolate ones. I didn't specify, that was my bad. Alright, we're getting all these chocolate chip peanut butter cookies up. There we go. Coming up nicely. Ooh, this last one just wants to stick. There we go, and it didn't even break. Man. Well, that's alright. So, let me just show you what this platter looks like. We've got 3 different kinds of cookies. We've got the peanut butter blossoms. We've got the peanut butter cookies over here. And the peanut butter blossoms obviously are in the middle. And then over here we've got these peanut butter chocolate chip cookies. Yum! Alright, well, I've got all the cookies out of the oven. They're all arranged on this platter here. We've got a dozen peanut butter cookies here. We've got a dozen of the peanut butter blossoms right here. Aren't they beautiful? And then these, the peanut butter chocolate chip cookies, my favorite to make for D&D sessions, right over here. I am going to be wrapping up this tray and bringing it with me to my parents' house tonight for dinner. I hope that you make these cookies soon for someone that you love. I hope you liked this today, and if you did, you could go ahead and hit that like button. And if you think you'd be interested in any of this content or any of the other content that you've seen on our channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We upload about once a week, usually on Mondays. Sometimes we have bonus videos. Right now, my husband and I are riding the nostalgia train through Baldur's Gate 1, and I am having so much fun doing that. So if you want to go check out that series, we've got a few episodes up. We are planning on playing all the way through the game. I hope to see you in my kitchen again sometime soon. Bye!